All right, gentlemen. All right, kings. Welcome back. So, from the good people over at Cosmic Verse, we're going to take a look over some women who just waited a little too long to find love, and now they're 30 plus and single.
I'm sorry to say this, but if a man has never put you in a car or in a crib, you are not who you think you are. I'm just saying.
Sis, I need your help. What are we doing in 2026 for dating? And I don't mean that, boys that you last me for 3 months. I'm talking long term. Like, I am looking for my husband. I want to have a family, a beautiful partner. I want us to be married one day. I want to have a family of my own. I don't know what to do. All of my friends have beautiful partners, marriages, children, babies, and no one has anyone that they can introduce me to. Granted, my standards are high.
Right there. That's why they don't want to introduce you to anyone that they know is single because, like, oh, my friend Becky, she's just a pain in the ass. Oh, yeah, my standards are my nails need to be done every week, haircuts every weekend, vacationing at least once a month or whatever. It's all fun and good to have these standards when you and your young, hot friends are the hot thing around town. But it's like, oh, yeah, she got a relationship. Okay. Well, no, she got a relationship. Oh, well, now she got engaged. Oh, now she's having her baby. And then it's the less single friends start dwindling down and the relationships, the coupled up ones start dwindling up. And you're here on Lonely Girl Island going, yeah, I think I screwed up.
Those girlies out there that are like, I don't need no man. Yeah, that was me too. Problem is I didn't need those men because they're not my men. I need my man. And where are you at, babe? Come on, it's time.
Something that I find brutally unfair is that when all of your friends are married or locked down in serious relationships and you don't want to be, but you kind of feel like you should be because everyone else is, and they're busy with their people, but you don't have a person, so you're looking to them, but they're not looking to you in the same way, and then you're forced to look at partnership and romance not in a way that you want personally, but in a way that it is reflected all around you. And even if you don't want it, you find yourself seeking it because everyone else has it. And if you don't, then who do you have? Where do I find the people who aren't centering their romantic partner as their primary person in life?
As I see my friends get married and, even before, when I was in my 20s and they would be in relationships, I could look at that going, oh, that's cool. Like, you have someone to go to the movies with and have dinner with and spend the holidays with. And to me, it's like when I tried the relationship thing, it's the fantasy outweighs the reality. The idea of having someone is better than actually have someone. Because when I would actually end up doing it, it's like, ugh, this is exhausting. This is too much work. I'd rather just be alone and do my own thing.
Someone was asking me if I'm dating, and I said no because I just honestly can't with the recovery time. It's the recovery period you need after dating someone is so taxing. I no longer have availability for it. I'm just like, no more. You're my husband or we're not.
I actually don't have a problem with that because at a certain point, it's like enough of, I can't expend the energy like another person. What's your favorite color? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your favorite movie? Oh, that ended. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite movie? Oh, that ended. What's your, over and over. It's just like, ugh. So I get it. At a certain point, it's like, if you are not the one, you're just another one. And I don't got the time for that anymore.
I'm being serious. Where are we meeting people? Where are we meeting people? I feel like I'm losing faith. Where is he? It was, he's gonna come. He's not coming. And then when I do meet someone, they just turn out to be a liar. They're just liars. And they're all dating multiple people, which I know you're supposed to in the dating stage, right? I do get it. But when will I ever just be chosen where it's like, I'm not an option?
This chick just said, when you're dating, I know you're supposed to be dating multiple people or multiple people, as she would say, with her highlighted outer lipstick, whatever the hell that is. It kind of reminds me when I was a kid and I would get a marker and draw the border lines, and then I'd get a crayon and color in with a lighter color to make it pop. That's what her lips are doing. But she just said, I don't want to be treated as an option, but I want to treat boys as an option because you're supposed to be dating multiple people. Okay, then if people are dating multiple people, then they're treating you as an option. But now you don't want to be option because what? You think you're special?
I always thought that I would have 2 kids by 30. And now here I am at 35, 2 years into IVF with 0 kids. And I feel like I am finally just trusting my timeline. Growing up, I don't know why, I always thought, meet the love of your life in your early 20s, get married by 25, be married for a little bit, have kids, and be done by 30. I don't know what I thought happened after 30, but everything was happening and it was all in your 20s. And I am so grateful that I didn't get that, because me at 35 is a completely different person than me at 25. And I
BS. I call BS. I'm so glad that my dream timeline didn't work, because now instead of having my dream family and my dream timeline, now I'm on IVF. And I'm so glad it didn't work out in my fantasy world dream. Like, what?
I'm turning 32 next week. And I was just like, reflect, first of all, how am I 32? Like, how did this happen? Like, I was just 22. But I also don't feel like I'm 32. I don't think I look like I'm 32 either. So I long story short, I'm turning 32 next week. But one thing I will say is, if you would have asked 22-year-old Bridget, hey, what do you think 32-year-old Bridget would be doing? What do you think she'll be doing at 32? I probably would have said, oh, like 2 kids, married. I'm so sorry to disappoint my 22-year-old self. I got engaged at 30, unengaged at 30. And now I've been single for the last 14 months. No kids, no man. And 22-year-old me would be pleasantly surprised to hear that I'm the healthiest, the happiest, and honestly, the hottest I've ever been in my entire life.
Well, I don't know about the hottest, but you could obviously see she takes care of her body. She's right. I'm turning 32 and I was just like 22, not that long ago. And she's right. I remember being in high school going, when I was 17 going, 25. Oh man, that's when I have my job, my career, maybe engaged, working on a family. And then I hit 25. It's like, I just still want to like chill with my friends and play video games. And then you hit 30 and your parents are like, are you talking to anyone? It's like, no, because life's expensive.
The easiest thing someone could say to you is, you're 35 and single with no kids. There must be something wrong with you. You're right. There is something wrong with me. I have standards and expectations, and I will never settle in a place that's giving me bare minimum breadcrumbs. Why do that? I pour into myself daily. I take care of myself. I do everything on my own. And if you thought that I would maybe settle backwards for something less, well, then yeah, maybe there is something wrong with me, because I don't want that.
There's nothing wrong with having standards. I think everyone should have a, level of standard that they're not willing to compromise on. But you have to have realistic standards, not like, oh, well, he has to at least be 6'4", 6-pack abs, 8 inches of fun, a $1 million bank account, vacations every 3 weeks. And from some chick who looks like every basic ass Latina that you ever see ever, ma'am, you might be attractive with all your war paint on, but what makes you special? What makes you unique? What makes you worth the man that you want? To him, you may not be the one. You may just be another disposable, another one.
I'm 35 years old and I'm child free. And, I feel like there's something about this phase in life that nobody talks about. And don't get me wrong, I love my life. I love the way that I get to live. I love the freedom, but sometimes it can definitely feel lonely. And the loneliness, by the way, does not stem from not having children. It's just the circle of people who have been in your life and who have been around you, unfortunately, are not available in the same way that it is that they used to. There's a dynamic shift in your 30s where everyone is kind of off doing their own thing, okay? Many people are building families. They have their own nucleus. They have their own responsibilities. Other people have careers that have had them move away for other reasons, or people are just busy with whatever it is. And it's a totally normal shift in your 30s.
And she's right. That is part of the frustrating thing about life. When you're in high school, your early 20s, you're hanging out with your boys every weekend, having fun, drinking, playing video games, picking up girls, whatever. And then it's like, Oh yeah, I got this. I went from a part-time job to a full-time job. Oh, now I work the weekends. Oh, now I see my friend every third weekend. Or now someone got in a relationship. Now it's like, okay, well now I see that person once every 2 months because they're going on dates. And then it's like, it just becomes less and less. And then you get a job, and it's like, well, now I got to move to a different city because I want to go to the headquarters because I want to, dedicate some time and make some more money and just your circle gets more spread out. I haven't seen my friend in like 9 months. We would go to Buffalo Wild Wings once a month or so, and I haven't seen him in like 9 months. But I know, it's how's life? Same. You, same. Work, pay bills. You, work, pay bills, play with the dog. It's like, all right, we're all caught up. 9 months apart, nothing's changed. Anyways, guys, remember, if they didn't give you the time in their prime, don't save them while they're in their decline. As always, take care and take it easy.